Yo, what it do, man? It's Monday. Monday rundown. The boys are in the building today. It's your boy Ruck in the building, joined by my dog, my boy Turner, man. And it is Monday. Hope everybody's had a great weekend. Hope that your Friday to Sunday, man, was just full of everything you needed to do, man. I know that it's been raining a lot in East Tennessee, and I think everybody got the opportunity to hit the lake, hit the pool, whatever it is, man. So it's lock in time, man. Tennessee hosted a massive list of recruits over the weekend. Amari Jefferson looking like he trending to the Vols. But, man, we'll talk about the list. But then also, man, the whole point of today, man, and the bulk of today is a little over 10 days ago now, the SEC rolled out the 2024 schedule. I want to talk a little bit about what are the best three games, in my opinion, and the worst three games, in my opinion. Also, I want to talk about what games does the media think should have been played, and what did the SEC do well in the 24 schedule? There's a lot of things they did well, and I don't think anything was bad. I think the media has it a little bit wrong. And again, it's straight up Tennessee, baby, so we can talk about whatever we want to. So it's time to get it, man. Happy Monday, man. Let's lock it in. It's your boy, straight up Tennessee, baby. Let's get it.
From 40, on the way, and knuckle the ball. He got it!
Yo, welcome to Volume 3, Episode 3. It's Monday Rundown. The boy Ruck in the building. What's good, Turner?
What up, man? We're here.
Man, we're going to have to get you back here, like, all the time.
I know. You ain't telling me nothing I don't know.
Tell this man, he can't quit his job. First of all, it pays too well. And second of all, like, it pays too well. But this man job be having him working all kinds of hours. So, but man, Volume 3, Episode 3, man, it's the Monday Rundown. Y'all, Tennessee plays football in a little over 2 months.
Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy to think about.
Bro, what? I mean, it's like, if I got my math right, bro, Tennessee plays in like 68 days. Bruh.
I think you're right on it.
I'm pretty close, bro, and I can't believe that. And so, Nashville, Tennessee against Virginia there in Nissan Stadium. I cannot wait. But man, the top of the show, y'all know what to do, man. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification right now if you're rocking with us on YouTube, so you never miss an episode, man. We are on our way to 600 subs, but man, I'm telling you, here in the next couple weeks, we really about to get our stuff locked in towards the middle of July and start ramping this thing up and getting excited for football season, football time in Tennessee, volunteer football, period. That's all we really locked in about. If you're listening on Apple or Spotify, we're glad you're doing that, man. Continue to rate this thing 5 stars, write a review. Let people know why they need to be rocking with the straight up Tennessee boys, man. What a great show we have today for you. Very excited. Before we actually dive in, man, me and Turn been working on some new designs for straight up Tennessee merchandise. And so, man, we're going to have a crazy, we trying to, I've been really locked in on trying to do a seasonal thing, because I feel like we're in this season now where we're gonna have to pay for it, and then we're gonna have to make y'all pay for it. But we'll do some giveaways. You know how we do. We do some giveaways, but then we're gonna have to make y'all pay for it so we can keep doing it. But we got 2 dope tees that are gonna come out hopefully here in the next couple weeks, couple months, and they are tough. TUFF. And so just be locked in and ready, man, as we get those ready for release, and we'll get them ready. So But man, I'm excited for today's episode. Like I said, man, I've been waiting and wanting to talk about the SEC schedule rollout, but I haven't wanted to do it by myself. So I'm glad the boy Turn on here with me. But starting off, man, this weekend, man, on Saturday, I'm gonna start it off by saying this. I feel like the commitment from Boo Carter has changed the whole 24 class.
I do too.
Like what we thought we were gonna get, I think has completely changed, and now we're gonna get guys that we did not think were coming to Tennessee.
Facts, 100%.
One of those guys, I think, dude, I really think Mike Matthews might make it, dude. 5-star receiver. Like if Mike Matthews commits, dog.
I mean, I'm just sitting here thinking, like, I don't know. It's just so new.
It is
Getting recruits like this, man. And I don't know. I think it's going to be a completely different game changer because, like, I mean, we've got 5 stars in the past and we've got 4 stars, but like, we hadn't had that 5-star that's like, wow. Like he comes in, he's a year 1 5-star starter. Like, you know what I mean? And I think we're on the road to that.
I think we are too. And I think that's the weird thing is that I don't remember a time in my life where like we have been trending up this way all the time. Like that's all you hear out of Tennessee is positivity right now. And that's weird, bro.
You see Joe Milton at the Peyton Manning Academy,
Dude,
highest awards.
Dude is
and he threw an 83-yard bomb.
Banger. So, bro, I mean, talking about this list again, I don't even want to talk about the whole list, but I don't know if you saw Boo Carter actually posted. They had like a massive, like dope introduction type section of this week, recruiting weekend where Boo Carter got introduced, obviously as a Tennessee commit, but then they had all the other guys come in too. They're all in different jerseys, whether it's the smoky gray or the all blacks.
Is that where they're walking in the locker room
and just rapping and lit, bro? Like I'm like, I've never seen recruiting visits like that, bro.
No.
Tennessee is
I've seen that culture, bro.
Dude, that's it.
That's it. Even McCullough said it. Change the culture. It's the big thing about Heupel. He's came in here and changed the culture.
Yep. And I mean, dude, you had Peyton Lewis, who's already committed to Tennessee. Also, didn't know if you saw this. Peyton Lewis is the fastest running back in his class. He's coming to Tennessee. He's already committed. Then you get Boo Carter. And then, I mean, dude, you have guys like Amari Jefferson, who's a 2-sport athlete. And I'm not sure, like, what I saw, but I saw him in his actual bio. It says Vol baseball.
Right, no telling, man.
And so it's like, did he commit to Tennessee baseball? But like, he can't play somewhere else, right?
No,
like that's not a thing. So he's a 2-sport athlete, and he's gonna play football and baseball. It sounds like, and so
which is just kind of crazy to think about. Playing two D1 sports
in college
at a SEC school.
Who both football teams and baseball teams have been playing to win championships in the last few years.
Speaking of, did you see the score of the College World Series? It's today, but technically last night, yesterday, Sunday. Did you see the score of it? So LSU won game 1, right?
I remember that.
They played today, game 2. Florida beat LSU. If I might be wrong, like on 1 to 2 runs here, but you get the point because I stopped watching. It was so bad. 24-4. Most runs ever in a College World Series baseball game.
You sure they wasn't playing football?
I swear, they had a football score. They scored 24 runs. Or 23. 23 or 24 runs.
These Giants had 3 touchdowns and a field goal, and LSU had 2 sacks or 2 safeties.
Dude, like it was.
That's crazy.
That
sounds crazy.
Yeah, I'm sitting here trying to find it. This is the actual score.
But yeah, I mean,
24-4.
wow.
Florida had 23 hits.
That's a lot.
LSU had 5 errors.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's weird that 2 SEC teams are playing to win the chip right now.
Facts. But
Like
I think LSU knew they were going to lose because they're holding.
Skeen.
Yeah, Skeen's going to pitch tomorrow.
He's going to close it out.
It'll be a completely different game tomorrow.
Completely different, man. So,
but anyways, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Nah, this is what we do. It's every time, so it don't even matter. But man, yeah, I'm very very excited again about that recruiting list from the weekend. Who's trending to Tennessee? It sounds like Mike Matthews, Amari Jefferson, a lot of guys, Marcus Gorey Jr. I'm just Gage Ginther and all of these guys, man. I can't believe the recruiting momentum that we have and how it continues to get better. Like it's not just, yeah, that was awesome. No. Like it's continuing to get better. You add Peyton Lewis, you add Boo Carter last week, and now you've got Boo Carter involved. And Boo's like, I'm going to get Edwin Spillman, I'm going to get Mike Matthews, I'm going to get Ryan Wingo. Like he is going to get everybody he possibly can to Tennessee.
Facts. 100%.
So, man, I'm excited about that. But man, I kind of want to turn the page a little bit off of the recruiting trail and talk about the 2024 SEC schedule rollout. Obviously, this happened a little bit over 10 days ago, but I think it is such an important thing that has happened, and I'm very excited to kind of dive into it with the boy Turn. And so if you didn't get to see the specific teams and what they're going to do, I just want to specifically hone in on what the SEC has done with this schedule. So we did an 8-game conference schedule. Everybody in the conference has to play either Texas or Oklahoma. No team is playing both Texas and Oklahoma this year. Now in 2025, like I think I don't know what to expect, because it sounds like in 25, the thing I think we were all worried about in 24 was, would they preserve rivalries or would they just do away with it and make it super random, you know?
Yeah.
And I think in 25, it sounds like that could potentially be the way we are heading. Now, I don't necessarily hate that, but there's just some games like I could not imagine not playing Florida and Alabama.
No, those are the only two. I can imagine not playing Georgia.
I could, yeah. I don't think it's that much of a rivalry. I think in the 2010s it was, because we were both pretty just okay teams, and it was always a good game. I mean, you think back to the Hail Mary with Josh Dobbs and Jawan Jennings.
Yeah.
But then you come and you think about the Pig Howard fumble in the back of the end zone. You know, like the 2010s, Tennessee and Georgia, like you would think like, man, we literally were fighting back and forth for years at a time. And then obviously Georgia hires Kirby Smart, and nobody's been touching them right now. So
yeah, that's facts.
If you didn't see who Tennessee has, I kind of want to just talk about that for a second and just get your thoughts and get everybody, you know, kind of on the same page. But Tennessee's away games in the 2024 season, we have Arkansas at Arkansas, Georgia, Oklahoma at Oklahoma, and Vanderbilt. When you think about that, I think the game obviously that stands out the most is getting Oklahoma again in another. I was watching Good Morning Football, you know, that's Greg McElroy's podcast, and he listed the top 5 games that he's excited about for 24, and somehow Tennessee and Oklahoma did not make that list.
Really?
And I was very shocked, bro. He had like Arkansas and LSU, and I was like, are you serious? Like,
but I mean, if we're being honest, it'd probably be a blowout. I mean, Oklahoma ain't what they used to be in. Anyway,
was that just a 1-year thing though?
Yeah. No, you're right.
Like, now I'm telling you, bro, they now have a patch on their chest that says SEC. All that's going to do is get them better guys on their roster.
Facts.
That's exactly
Right.
what that's gonna do. Like, regardless of what I want to happen, they wear the same patch as us now.
Mm-hmm.
So
But we don't know when we play, right?
we don't know dates or anything.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I'm anxious to see. I'm anxious to see how that plays out.
When you think about those away games, though, Arkansas, Georgia, Oklahoma, and Vanderbilt, obviously Oklahoma stands out the most because, bro, that home and away series in 2015 and 16 was bananas.
Yeah, it was.
Baker Mayfield himself said that it was the loudest stadium he's ever played in his life.
Yes.
And we choked both of those games.
Yeah, we did. I'm just
But
anxious. Like I said, I'm just anxious to see how because we've always had that gauntlet series where we play 4 games like back to back to back to back, and it's just like killer teams.
and now let me say this. I'm not sure that's ever going to end because the SEC is just it's too even. Like across the board, like it's very even now more than ever, I think.
Right.
I mean, like
I just hate. I mean, I don't hate it. I mean, it's great. Don't get me wrong. I just don't. Man, I would not want to play Georgia, Oklahoma, and Alabama and Florida back to back to back to back.
no. But do they? They probably will. Okay, think about this. So I talked about the away games. Like, okay, as far as the home games, like I really like what we got at home. You get Florida at home. You get Mississippi State at home. You get Alabama at home. And the only game on our schedule that I was like, man, why? Like, I did not want to keep Kentucky. I really didn't. I think Kentucky and Tennessee.
Alabama's away, right?
Nah, we got Alabama at home in 24.
Man, I'm thinking about next year. Sorry, 24. Yes, is at home.
Yep. So our home games, we get Bama, Florida, Kentucky, and Mississippi State. I felt like was kind of random.
Yeah, I remember playing Mississippi State back in the day, though.
I remember playing Mississippi State really not too long ago. Brian Maurer started that game, and he got a concussion. You remember that?
God, yeah.
That was like 2017 or 18.
Wow.
He started the game and got he was eating. No cap, like he was actually playing really good, and then he got stuck. He took off on a run and got a concussion.
Sounds about right.
That sounds like Brian Maurer. So, but obviously, here's what I want to say. The SEC did a great job, in my opinion, of preserving rivalries in 24. I mean,
agree with that.
With Tennessee keeping Alabama, Tennessee keeping Florida, Tennessee, sadly, I mean, I understand that they suck, but you keep Vandy, like it's still a rivalry. It's in state. We're 160 miles away from each other. Yes. And they did a great job at preserving rivalries. Now, the best 3 games, in my opinion, and I want to get your thoughts, Turn. The first game in 24 that I think the entire country has their eyes on is Georgia traveling to Alabama to play in Bryant-Denny Stadium. They not playing in the Georgia Dome no more for the SEC. Mm-hmm. They are packing their bags up on a Friday, just like everybody else has to, and they gonna drive their little happy butts down there to Tuscaloosa and play. Probably, if I had to guess, 3:30. And it's not gonna be CBS because CBS and SEC. They're that. I don't know if you knew this. Did you know that it's not a thing anymore? In 2024, the SEC on CBS is not a thing.
We won't have no CBS games anymore.
It'll be the SEC on ABC. ABC has combined with the SEC now and done away with CBS in 2024.
Wow, it's so weird because ABC's usually like the
your like Texas, Oklahoma,
like USC teams,
Notre
like that.
Dame, right?
Wow, no, I did not know that. That's
but different. Can I tell you what that is?
What's that?
That is ESPN, because ABC is an ESPN family network. That is ESPN dropping their nuts, basically saying, "We're your daddy, and we're gonna pay. Like, I don't care what we have to pay you to own you, but we going to." And CBS just don't have that type of money.
Yeah, dude. I
Because
mean,
guess who else ESPN is under?
who?
Disney.
Dude.
Disney
No.
owns all of that stuff. And Disney is loaded. So they're like, how much? 1 point something billion? Okay, great. Here. You want
Yeah,
it in cash in all ones? Like
Disney ain't got no budget, bro. Trust me, I just
no.
went to Disney. I know how much them suckers make.
Uh-huh. But I say all of that to say, like, that game is gonna be a 3:30 or 4 o'clock ABC prime time, 7 p.m. potentially. And that is going to be, I don't care who we play that week. That is the game of the week, dog.
Yes, yeah. I mean, when is the? I mean, I would like to see when's the last time that's ever happened.
Bro, I couldn't tell you. I don't know the last time Georgia's had to go to Alabama or Alabama has to go to Georgia. Like,
I think it's a great call by the SEC doing that. I mean, it's because like you said, it won't be both of those teams playing in Atlanta for the SEC championship.
no. And I mean, Alabama.
There's no way they can both make it, correct? I mean, technically, if you want to get super technical, sure.
Right.
Probably somewhere way down.
Exactly. Like, I haven't thought about all of the ways like somebody could get in, but I do believe that a 2-loss SEC team could potentially be playing for the SEC championship.
Yeah, I agree. Depends how. Yeah, man.
Like, depending on how they do it, like I'm interested to see what they do for tiebreakers. Like, if there's a lot of teams that are, let's say 7-1 in the conference, like, then what are you basing it off of? Like, if Tennessee finishes in 24, 7-1, and we don't play for the SEC championship, I literally might lose my mind. Like, I'll just be like, another reason that people hate us. But excuse me, the Georgia-Alabama game, I think everybody that is the game everybody has put just circled.
I mean, Bama Texas gonna be a good game too.
Yeah, but they don't. I don't think Alabama plays Texas in 24. They don't. They play Oklahoma. Texas goes to Alabama this year in 23.
In 23. Man, see, I keep thinking about this. I keep thinking about next year. We're talking 2 years. 2 years ahead.
Yeah, no, like, this is next year. Like, this year is already here, bro. Like, we play in 68 days. You talking about?
Yeah. Facts. Dude, it's insane.
The other biggest game I'm looking forward to, and it's not even because I care about these two teams, but I think it's Texas A&M literally left the Big 12 to get away from Texas. And then Texas joins the SEC. And of course, Texas and Texas A&M are playing in 24.
I think that'll turn into a big rivalry.
Well, it already was. That's why they left. Like, A&M legitimately left because they were like, man, I'm tired of losing to Texas, just for them to now have to play Texas again.
Facts.
I'm excited for that one because it's just, man, it's something about those Texas teams, dude. They hate each other. And two massive universities like that, I think that's going to be a banger game. The next one for me, and I guess my third and last one, and I talked about it a little earlier, is, man, Tennessee and Oklahoma, bro. Like, if you were not a fan of these two teams back in 2015 and 16, when there was a home and an away game, Tennessee plays at home against Oklahoma. That was like one of the first few times that we did Checker Neyland. And then we go to Oklahoma and they tried to stripe the field. You remember that? Oh, I was hot. I ain't gonna cap. I was so mad. But we lost both of those games back-to-back years. The SEC knows what they're doing because they also know I'm going to drop however much I need to drop to get to Norman and go watch that game.
Facts. I will too.
Period. Like, I will hop up on I will get my Southwest points on 100 million, hop up on the plane, me and my wife, my mama going to come and watch this little boy, and we going to go turn up one time.
Hey, we'll probably driving to Nashville to fly out with you.
Pull up. slip back. You know what I'm saying? But
Because I
if
don't know if any of y'all fly to Knoxville, but it's hard to freaking afford Knoxville.
Knoxville, man, I love home, but yeah, they be tripping in the airport. Knoxville, whoever's listening, I don't know who needs to hear this. Build a bigger airport. Amen. That is the call. That is the prayer.
Hallelujah.
But it's like I said, Tennessee, Oklahoma, bro. Like if you were not involved in those two games, I mean, dude, those were two games, man, that were just unbelievable, bro.
My dude Brad Capps got married on the Oklahoma game.
He did.
I was at a wedding. We were watching it at the reception. It was crazy.
Man, and we lost. A couple games that the media thought were the missing games. Everybody was super upset that Georgia and South Carolina aren't playing anymore.
I don't know why.
I was kind of confused by that. I was like, yeah, they play each other every year because they've had to, because they've been in the SEC East, right?
But that's not like a big right. I mean,
Georgia's been beating them every year. Like, now, like, yes, I remember. You remember the Marcus Lattimore teams and they beat Georgia a couple times, but Georgia wasn't who Georgia is now. Right? So
there's a lot up in the air for Georgia and Bama, man. I mean, quarterback situation. I mean,
that's the sure thing right now, I feel like, with a team like LSU, where I personally, I mean, and it's because we beat them literally by 3.5 touchdowns at their crib. Like, I have no respect for LSU. I really don't. And everybody, but the only sure thing that I know is that Jaden Daniels is coming back, and they're gonna be decent because it's year 2 under Brian Kelly, and Jaden Daniels is coming back.
Yeah. I mean, I'm talking about. Yeah. I can't. I'm talking about next. Well, sorry, this year. I'm talking about this year with quarterbacks. Texas quarterback too. What's his name? Quinn
Ewers. He's a sure thing.
Yeah, because he's a sophomore. He's a freshman last year.
He was a redshirt freshman. Yep.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's a sure thing. Like, that's the thing that makes them sure. Tennessee, like, I know, like, Joe Milton was not the starter last year. He ended up finishing the year against Vanderbilt and against Clemson. I still don't feel like sure, but I know what he can do. And if
we know who the starter is.
Exactly. Whereas with your Georgias, there's still a competition. Alabama, I'm not sure what's going to be. I don't know what's going to happen there.
Dude, I don't know who's going on. They might just get in the Wildcat and run something crazy.
I don't know if you remember when Kentucky did that, when all their quarterbacks got hurt, and they put what was his name, dude?
I know exactly. I remember exactly what you're talking about.
Lynn. They put the receiver at quarterback, and all he did, he had averaged like 250 yards rushing a game. He was eating, no cap. He was killing. But everybody was pissed about Georgia, South Carolina. Didn't understand that. Everybody was also hoping for Texas LSU, which I can see that. Like, I feel like that could have been lit.
Texas LSU, yeah.
I think that could have been lit. I mean, not that I care, but I think that could have been lit a little bit.
It could have been good. I mean, there could be a lot that could be good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many. That's the cool thing about this new SEC schedule. Like, it could change every year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think it will.
Yeah, and it's up to them if they. I mean, I think we still keep like. I mean, I would want to hope we keep like at least, like you said, Alabama and Florida every year. Like, they
that's
might
all
have
I care about.
2 teams that they keep every year, but like next year, I mean, 3 years, play Texas. You know,
bro. Imagine Texas coming to Neyland.
That'd be lit.
Hey, if we go to Texas, I'm pulling up there too. I've been wanting to go to Austin, Texas for a long time.
Hey, flights are cheap to Texas too.
Hey, well, you can pull up. I can't say I've been wanting to go to Austin, Texas. I want to go to Texas. I've never been. I just want to go eat barbecue.
I'd like to go to Texas too.
You know what I'm saying? So obviously, everybody's schedule looks mostly different. Who do you think? And I don't know how much time you've got to spend looking at it. I mean, I've looked at it a lot. Like, who do you think drew the toughest 24 schedule?
Man, we talked about it the other day. Was it Georgia?
It's either Georgia or Alabama, 100%.
Yeah.
Bro, Georgia's got Alabama on the road.
Mm.
They got to go to Ole Miss, and you can never count Lane Kiffin out of anything.
I don't care who he is. I don't care if he ain't got nobody. You can't count him out.
They got to go to Texas. They got to come to Knoxville.
Yeah, bro, it ain't no joke.
Like, dog, that is terrible. Like, that sounds horrible. But also, you know who else got in my opinion, the second hardest schedule, or this could be a tie for first. I feel bad for Oklahoma coming into the SEC in year one.
Yeah, we talked about that too.
Bro, they got to go to Auburn. I know Auburn's down. But if you've never played there, you don't understand, right? They got to go to LSU, dog.
It's like you said too, man. The SEC is just a different ball game, dude.
Different world, bro. Different world. Oklahoma also. Now their home game slate, they still got probably the toughest home games I've ever seen. You got Alabama at home.
Mm.
You got us at home.
Mm.
You got Texas at a neutral site.
Yeah.
And then you got South Carolina at home. Like, you got to play Tennessee and Alabama in Norman, bro. You better pray that's not back-to-back.
Facts.
That's what I'm saying. These jokers have never been hit like this. Every week. I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna be some stuff, Brody.
It's a different ball game. Completely different ball game. You ain't got no rest games.
No,
SEC play.
None of that is available to you, big dog. Sorry.
You got
sorry.
You got your couple like off games, like no name teams that you play, but I mean it ain't like nothing like the old schedule where you can just beat up on whoever. You ain't got no weak conference games, put it that way.
No. No. We don't play Iowa.
Like,
you know what I mean? We don't get a Texas Tech. You get a Vandy.
True. Hey, man.
Maybe they might not even be on your schedule, bro.
Vandy. I hope Vandy, man. I wish Vandy make a comeback, man.
I don't care about them.
I don't either, but man, I wish they would make a comeback.
They low-key got Alabama, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Texas at home.
Alabama or Vandy's a better baseball school.
And that's why they're in the SEC.
Facts.
It's more than just football. It's just we love football. So, but man, y'all, I kind of want to continue to dive in more to this SEC 24 talk, but we'll get into it later, man. It's been the Monday rundown today. We'll be back Wednesday, man, for the midweek chat. Slowly but surely, we are going to get ourselves back on schedule. And, man, we're excited. We cannot wait to reveal the merch pieces, bro. When they drop, I'm trying to tell you, you better hit us up as quickly as you can.
It's limited. When
I say limited quantities, I'm dead serious. One, because like I told you, we paying. So, limited quantities. If you want something, limited, let us know. And we'll get it to you because we want you to be rocking that straight up Tennessee, baby. But, man, Turner, you got anything else, Brody?
It's kind of crazy. 68 days away, man.
Bro.
You don't realize it'll be here. It'll be here before you know it. We'll be talking about summer ball or fall.
Bro.
The song we're going to do right now was released on Christmas Day of 1967 originally.
Man.
It's written by Boudleaux and Felice Bryan about a beautiful spot just out of Gatlinburg, Tennessee. And on February the 15th, 1982, this song was voted by the General Assembly of Tennessee as one of their official state songs, and we were very fortunate to be the first group to have the first record on this. And since then, it's been recorded over 100 times. And we look back on dear old Rocky Top.
Woo!
I'm telling y'all, Nashville ain't ready. Nashville ain't ready for the orange, boy. It's about to be an orange wave.
Every time
But
every time our new intro video comes on, I get chill bumps.
bro, boom, 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 boom. I'm telling y'all, boy. Oh man, we love y'all so much, man. It's been good to be back on the Monday rundown. Like I said, we'll be back Wednesday, man, for the midweek chat. Hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Hope you have a great Tuesday, and we'll be back with you Wednesday morning. For my dog, for my dog Ruck.
For my dog Ruck.
Okay.
From my dog Ruck to my boy Turner.
It's straight up to the Z, baby. We'll see you on Wednesday.